Good morning, welcome to Morning Outlook. This is Kim speaking on Monday, the 18th of December. So, last week of the trading year for me. Let's have a look at what's coming out this week. Very briefly, we got very little out this morning. German business climate there at 9 a.m. Side of that, then we've got the Bank of Japan. Now, this is quite key. It'll be interesting to see if they're a little bit more hawkish than they have been, just to suggest they're going to hold things or move things. We'll see. To the upside, changing policy somewhat. We're expecting it, but when it comes is another matter. Outside of that, we've got some Canadian inflation data there tomorrow. It really is a relatively modest week. Retail sales, Canadian retail sales on Thursday, final GDP, US on Thursday. It's normally a non-event, and that's pretty much it. The UK retail sales on Friday morning, and core durable goods in the afternoon there in the US. So real quiet old week ahead. Now, we've been sitting there waiting for all these central banks. Are we actually going to see something? I think we're going to see a bit of settling down as we lead in towards, as I say, the end of the trading year for a lot of people. They do tend to disappear for a while and take longer breaks. We could see a bit quieter then, but for now, looking at where we are with this, come back to this euro on the dailies here. Friday, proper off day there, is just bouncing off of nothing at the moment. It would appear, maybe as a fib retrace there, but I'm just sort of looking this sort of short-term bear flag. Now, is it going to react as the morning moves out? It'd be quite a nice bit of action if it did. So we've really, at the moment, this is all I'm looking at really, is the euro, and the pound has got something similar. Hasn't quite made it to the top there. It's just the pound did break higher. It went that bit stronger than the euro. It's corrected a little bit less, and well, it's bouncing off its weekly pivot. So it's that tad stronger, although it hasn't got up to its daily pivot quite yet. So I'm going to be watching both of these effectively and what they do. I'd rather see the pound get up there as well and take the cue on what the pound does. It has marginally stronger. Other pairs like the US dollar yen, when you look at these, they're pretty consolidated where they are. Some of the commodity currencies likewise. You've got the Aussie dollar. This is a 4-hourly picture just running off here. You see the consolidation, if anything, at some stage. I have to check out the order book there, but it does look like we could see a breakout and go with there. As I said last week, at least it was consolidating around its highs, but it did take a dip, but only to come back up there quite quickly. US dollar CAD, the inversion of that, basically just did actually run down a little bit lower on Friday. Again, I'm liking the bigger trend that's kicking in there. It's whether or not can get a piece of the action. And if it's still got some action left in it, is the key thing. New Zealand dollar is pretty much, if you come down to 4 hours here, is pretty similar to the Aussie dollar, just closing into a double top there. It did pull back a little bit more. It wasn't quite where I like it here, and it did dip the lows before it pushed upwards there. We're sitting here, well, yeah, I'm not really interested at this stage. And again, probably should be looking at the order book. Dollar Swissy, I quite like the idea of this on the breakdown. Just looking at the trend, so you can get a bit of a picture first. It's been pointing to the downside. It's got this sort of bearish flag price action kicking through here, where it's a more importantly sort of a rising channel there, ascending channel. So there's a bit of scope post 8 o'clock that this might just start rolling. We'll see what happens there. Other pairs, really, there's not a great deal that I'm massively interested in. The euro yen, not at the moment. It's in this bigger shape. You'll see the sort of penalty price action there, which is less reliable, so I could steer clear of that. Likes the euro CAD, I'm a little bit more interested in. This could also be a possibility. Just looking at it's very similar to the euro dollar really, but it's just short of the pivot, so I should watch this as well this morning. So the commodity currencies certainly seem that little bit stronger. They're sort of close to their previous highs there. Both the euro, the pound having pulled away. Let's see if they're going to get a continuation to the downside, or whether it's going to run through the pivots and continue. So just a bit of patience needed first thing this morning. Okay, that's the currencies. Let's have a quick zip across to look at gold. So gold not really doing too much else here. It's a bit rangy now. Perhaps again, I think if the euro to pound start pushing up, maybe it'll be a sign that gold will follow suit effectively. Just showing a weaker dollar, but oil just continues softish, although it's called a bounce towards the end of last week there, and a break above these highs here. It's no point me telling you the prices where the highs are, because each broker gives a slightly different oil price, but of the Thursday of the 14th of December highs there at 3 o'clock, if it starts breaking above that, well, maybe we've got further upside. Again, the price action, well, is near the top there, so there's scope on some of these markets for a bit of a move. Looking at the equity markets then, S&P's continuing to look like they slowed down towards Thursday, Friday last week, slowing down a little bit, but still very bullish overall. Are we getting ready for the Christmas rally? The odds are normally pretty good on it. Dow Jones, but the Christmas rally is normally played during between Christmas Day and New Year's Day, so I seem to remember the rules for it. Anyway, US 30, Dow Jones, again, so all these markets are quite solid. However, coming back close to home, the DAX is a little bit of a question mark over this, what it's doing here. It just is in a solid, or has been in a solid trend. Maybe it's just having a bit of a retracement here before it continues in that, but just that little bit more sluggish. And the FTSE certainly pulled back here on Friday, but again, higher lows, higher highs. Maybe it's going to bounce again, but all in all, it's quite dull. It's a slow one, as I said a couple of weeks ago, or maybe last week. With this, it's putting in its trend. It has run into those prior highs, so it has come into some resistance, but it's craftily slipping up there, but not for me where it sits at the moment. Okay, that's pretty much it there. Quick look at the Bitcoin, if we can find it, just to see what that's been up to over the weekend. Yep, okay, that's back off again, so it's just not holding up there now, slowed down. We're just sort of seeing this slow down there, coming away from the highs, lower highs coming through on the 4-hourly time frame last week, just softening back down again. Okay, not looking great. Right, on that note, that cheerful note, I wish you a great day's trading, and I will catch you later. Bye for now.